Hey dear learners, welcome back to e-learning platform of GS College of Commerce, Varda. I'm Assistant Professor Rajeshwari Sharma and this lecture is for the BCom second semester for the subject Business Economics. So, in previous lecture, we have started with our first unit, that is market structure. Okay, and we have discussed the different topics that we have to cover under this unit. Today, we are going to start with our second topic under the first unit, that is firm and industry. In previous lecture, we have covered with the meaning of the market and classification of market. Today, we will start with this topic, that is firm and industry. Under this topic, we will see the meaning of firm and industry. Then we are going to see the objectives of firms and industry. And after that, we are going to see the distinction between the firms and industry. Means what are the points, what are the bases on which the distinction is made between the firms and industry. So in today's lecture, we are going to see the meaning of firms and the objectives of firms. So let's start. See, meaning. When we talk about the firm, what is basically a firm? Firm is a business unit which operates within an industry. Whenever we are talking about the firm, so it is individual business unit. It's a single entity operating under the whole industry. We will try to understand it in a better manner with the help of an example. If I'm talking about the Tata Motors, what is it? It is a firm. If I'm talking about the Hyundai, what is it? It's a firm. If I'm talking about the Volkswagen, what is it? It's a firm. If I'm talking about the Swift, what is it? It's a firm. If I'm talking about the Bolero, what is it? It's a firm. But if I'm going to make addition of all this, that is Tata Motors, Hyundai, then Swift, Bolero, etc., Volkswagen, so what it will give me? It will give me the automobile industry. Okay, it will give me the automobile industry. Okay, so when we talk about the industry, so industry is a group of firm. And when we are talking about the firm, so it is an individual unit within the industry. Okay, so I have given you the example of automobile industry. In the same way, we will consider another example. If I'm talking about the cement industry, if I'm talking about the ACC cement, what it is? It is a firm. If I'm talking about Ambuja cement, what it is? It is a firm. If I'm talking about the Reliance cement, what it is? It is a firm. But if I'm talking about all this firm, okay, all this firm, so it will give me the industry. So group of the firms which are running the same business, which are having the same line of business, group of such firms is known as industry. When we talk about ACC cement, Ambuja cement, Reliance cement, etc., so it gives us the information about the cement industry. In earlier example, we have talked about the Swift, Bolero, then Hyundai, Tata Motors, etc. So when you talk about all these things, so it gives you the data of automobile industry. So in this way, industry is a group of firm. But when we talk about the firm, so firm is an individual unit which operates within the industry. I hope you guys are clear with the meaning of firm now. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to see the objectives of firm. Okay, so first objective over here is profit maximization. See, when we talk about the profit, so profit is the lifeblood of any business. When any business gets set up, so it has the main motive of profit earning. And in the same way, firm has the basic objective of profit maximization. But when I talk about the profit, so how it can be maximized? It can be maximized by two ways. One way is by increasing the sales, another way by declining the cost. So to achieve this objective of profit maximization, the firm looks for the different option. The firm looks for the different alternatives which can help us to increase the sale and decline the cost so that profit can be maximized. Because what is basically the profit? Profit is the difference between the total revenue and total cost, right? So, what is the main way of increasing or maximizing profit? So either to increase revenue or to decline cost. These are the two main ways of profit maximization. So being a main objective, having a main objective of profit maximization, each and every business tries to increase its revenue and decline its cost, so that this objective of profit maximization can be achieved by the firm. The next object, let's see what is the next objective of the firm. So it's sales maximization. See, whenever we are talking about the profit maximization, so earlier it used to be the main objective of the business, but with the growth and the development in the economy, with the change in the various parameters, in change with the various macroeconomic variables, the importance has been given to many other factors apart from profit, and these are also included in the other objectives of the firm. So that is why sales maximization is another objective of firm. See, when we talk about the market share of the firm, so it largely depends upon the sale of the firm. If your sale is going to be more, so you can have the more market share. Okay, and after that, if you are going to have more and more market share, if your sales are good, okay, so your profit can also be maximized. Because for profit maximization, what are the two requirements? Either you have to increase your revenue or you have to decline your cost. But if your sales are increasing, right, so your revenue will also increase, your production will also increase. So you are going for the, if you are going for the large scale production, so your cost will also reduce. Okay, so when you are going to maximize the sales, so it will help you to increase your revenue, and at the same time, due to large scale production, due to large scale sales, it will also help you to get the economies of scale, and it will help you to reduce your cost. That is why sales maximization is the another objective of the firm. Okay, and it also helps us to determine how much employees needs to be employed in the organization. It also helps us to take many decisions regarding the demand for the product. It also helps us in many ways in order to maximize our profit. That is why sales maximization is the another important objective of the firm. What is the third one? Third one is long-range survival. See, when we talk about the short run, so earning supernormal profit in short run and getting out of market doesn't make any sense for the firm. What firm will prefer? Firm will prefer that even though it's not earning normal profit, still it's okay for it, but it always wants to go for long run. Okay, it always wants to have the perpetual succession in the market. Means it always wants to continue with the business that it has set up. Okay, no firm starts the business with the motive of shutting it down or closing it. Every firm starts the business with the motive of perpetual succession, with the motive of continuous existence. Okay, so long run survival, when we talk about the long run survival, so it is the another objective of business. Firm wants that even though it's earning normal profit in the long run, it's okay, but it wants to survive in the market. And when it can survive in the market, when it has goodwill, when it has been a good brand image in the market, when it has the good customer base, when it has the goodwill in the market. So when firm is going to have all these things, then only it can survive in the long run. Okay, so this way firm strives to achieve all these things, and long run survival is another objective of the firm. The next one is customer satisfaction. See, when we talk about the marketing, so marketing has gone through the different eras, like production era, product era, customers era. Okay, so when we talk about the customers era, and especially the today's business modern business world, so customer is the central point of the market. Customer is the king of the market. Okay, if you are going to have good customer base, you can survive in the long run. If you are making supernormal profits in the short run, but you are not going to maintain your customer base for the long run, so you will gradually start suffering the losses and you have to shut down your business. So that is why when we talk about the customers, so they are the king of the market. they will decide the fate of your business in the market. And that is why customer satisfaction is the main objective of business. Now, how the customer satisfaction would be provided? So nowadays, you can see that for the customer satisfaction, various measures are being adopted by the business. Like if you are going to buy anything from the online platform, so you are either going to receive the mail from feedback from their side, or you can receive the call for the feedback from their side. So this way, by taking the customer's feedback, they want to know about the customer satisfaction. Another way to satisfy the customer is after sales services. Whenever you buy something from particular shop or from the particular brand, you buy the product of particular brand, so what they offer you, they offer you the after sales services. Like they give you the free installation, they give you the facility that if there's going to be any problem in your product, so for particular duration, for specific duration, they are going to give you free repairs and maintenance facility. So this way they also go for the after sales services. Why do they do so? It's only for the sake of customer satisfaction. Another way is they set up the grievance redressal sales for the customers, whereby if the customer is having any problem regarding the product, so they can contact. Okay, like they have the customer care centers, whereby the customer can make a call and make the complaint about the product and get the solutions for their queries if they have any query regarding the particular product. So this is also one of the way to have the customer satisfaction. Okay, so this way, customer is the king of market. No business can survive without the customer in the market, and therefore businesses work hard in order to achieve the customer satisfaction, so that they can have the good customer base which can ensure their long run survival in the market. So this way, customer satisfaction is the another objective of the firm. The next one is social welfare. See, when we talk about the business, so business, existence of any business depends upon the society. No business can run in isolation. Every business is dependent upon the society for their survival. Like for the raw material, for other inputs that they require in the business, they are dependent upon the society. When they produce their product, so for the customers, again, they depend upon the society. So this way, the businesses depend upon the society for their survival, for their existence. So it's of course their responsibility to give back something to the society, to return something to the society. So that is why social welfare is also another objective of the firm. Like business creates the employment opportunities for the people who are living in the society. So this way they are promoting the social welfare. They are at the same time they are taking certain measures which can help for the social development. Like they are contributing by the way of corporate social responsibility in various sectors. Like they are contributing for the welfare of the welfare. They are contributing for the welfare of society. They are also investing in various establishment of the various educational institutions. They are donating for the setup of the various medical facilities. So this way they are also going for the social welfare. Why they are going for the social welfare? Because they are dependent upon the society for their survival. So this way social welfare is also another objective of the business, because when they think of society, so it creates their good image in the society. It builds their reputation among the people, and this helps us to gain the strong customer base. It helps us to survive in the long run. It makes their name and fame good in the market, which is beneficial for them for maximization of the profit, for creating the goodwill. So this way social welfare is the another objective of a firm. The next one is growth of a firm. Growth of a firm. So when we talk about the growth and the development of any business institution, any business organization, so of course it's their main motive, because as we have discussed earlier, no firm gets set up in the market with a motive of getting shut down or motive of getting closed in the short run. They always set up in the market with a view that they will have a perpetual succession, they will survive in the long run, they will earn profits in the long run, they are going to have a good customer base in the long run. So with all this motive, they enter into the market. Okay. And if they want to achieve all these things, so what is required? The growth of the firm is required, because when the firm is going to grow, then they can achieve all these objectives. Or when all these objectives are achieved, then the firm can achieve the growth. So growth and all these objectives are interdependent. Okay, like customer satisfaction, building goodwill, and profit maximization, then having a good market share, having a strong customer base. All these things depend upon the growth of firm, and growth of firm depend upon all these things. So this way, growth of firm and all these factors are interdependent. Okay, so when we talk about the growth of firm, so this is the another objective of a firm, because no firm can survive if it's not having growth in the long run. Okay, so growth maximization is another objectives of a firm. Next one is research and development and quality enhancement. See, there is a theory of profit called innovative theory of profit. So what does this theory says? This theory says that profit is the reward for the innovation. According to this theory, whatever profit the business is getting, it's the reward for the innovation. And how the innovation comes into existence? When the research and development is being promoted, when the amount is being allocated for the research and developmental purpose. According to this innovation theory of profit, it says that if the business is not going for innovation, so it will not survive in the market. It will have to go out of the market. That is what the gist of this theory. So that is why when we talk about the research and development and the quality enhancement, so it is an important function of business. Because when the businesses or the firms go for the research and the development, so they can enhance the quality of the product that they are offering in the market. At the same time, they can bring something new to the market. They can bring something advanced to the market, which can satisfy the consumers, so that they can have the strong consumer base, so that they can attract the consumer towards their product. So this way, research and development, allocation of amount for the research and developmental activities, and quality enhancement by way of doing research and development is the another objective of a firm. Because when you are going to do research and development, when you are going to add something advanced in your product, then only you can retain the customers in the long run. If you are not making any advancement in your product, if you are not bringing anything new to the market, so of course your customer will divert. They will go to your competitors, and you will lose to your competitors. You would not be able to face competition in the market if you are not going to go for the research and development activities and the quality enhancement by way of research and developmental activities. So that is why research and development and the quality enhancement and amount allocation of the fund for all this activity is another objective of a firm. The last one is management utility maximization. So when we talk about the management utility maximization, so this function is applicable to the large sized firm, whereby there is separation of ownership and management. If you are going to see the modern businesses, if you are going to see the joint stock companies, so shareholders and the management are the two different groups. When you talk about the shareholders, so they are the owners of the company, but they are not responsible for the smooth functioning and the running of business. But management is the another group who are not the real owners of the company, but they are responsible for the smooth functioning and the running and the survival of the business. Okay, so when you see these two groups, that is shareholders and the management, so they might have the different interests. They might not have the common interest. Okay, what's going to be the interest of shareholder? Interest of shareholder would be that they should get more and more returns on their investment. Company should have the profit maximization goal, so that the company can earn more and more profit, and because of which they can get more and more returns on their investment. This is the objective of the shareholder, being the owner of the business. But when we talk about the management, okay, so what can be their objective? They want the job security. They want the prestige and the status in the company. Okay, so to achieve all this management utility functions, this objective has been propounded. So what is basically this management utility? So when we talk about the management utility, so it's a function of additional expenditure on staff. It is a function of additional expenditure on staff, management emoluments, and discretionary investment. So when we talk about this management utility, so this management utility is the function of three things. Means it depends upon the three things. That is staff expansion, Okay, staff expansion, managerial emoluments, managerial emoluments, and then last is discretionary investment. Discretionary investment. Okay, so how does staff expansion helps in management utility maximization? So when there is going to be the staff expansion, the staff is successfully working, they are qualitative in nature, they are successfully completing certain project. Okay, so what will happen? The credit will go to manager. Okay, due to which his status, his power will increase in the organization, due to which his image will increase in the organization. So by way of this, he can create a good image in the organization. Therefore, this staff expansion is one of the components of management utility maximization. Then managerial emoluments. So when you talk about this managerial, emoluments, so what it includes? It includes the various luxurious facilities that is being provided to the people who are working at the top level management, like luxurious offices, luxurious cabin, company cars, company phones. All these facilities, all these perks which are being provided to the management is included in this managerial emoluments. Okay, and if they are getting this managerial emoluments, so their utility increases, so that they can work more effectively for the organization. Another is discretionary investment. So when you talk about the top level management, so they are having the discretion, they are having the power to make the decision in the normal course, they are having the power to make the investment in a particular limit. But discretionary investment, it refers to the management should have a power in their hand to make the make those investment which will lead to the advancement of technology in the organization, which will bring advancement in the functioning of organization, which will lead to the modern and the dynamic innovations in the organization. If they are having all this power to have this discretionary investment, so it can lead to the growth of organization along with the growth of the managerial personnel. That is where when they are having all these powers, all these components, so they have right to formulate the policy regarding all these things. So it leads to their their utility maximization, and when their utility gets maximized for the maximized in the firm, so they work more efficiently, they work more effectively, and it leads to the growth and the development of the firm in the long run. So this way management utility maximization function helps the organization in achieving its objective. Okay, so these are the objectives of the firm that we have discussed in today's lecture. In next lecture we are going to discuss next topic. So guys, you stay safe, stay at your home and keep studying, so that you it will be helpful to you at the time of examination. Okay, thank you so much.